Boker Tov, good morning. We continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah. I left you with a cliffhanger as to a teaching of Rabbi Akiva and Rabbi Shimon, for that matter, also, which attempts to solve the riddle. We've given some explanations for what it means for the daughters of Tzlavcha to say of their father, Ki bechet omet. He died in his own sin. Listen to yesterday's presentation. And I left you with Rabbi Akiva, who says in the Gemara, Rabbi Akiva Omer, and Rashi quotes it, Hu mekoshesh. He was the one who gathered sticks on Sabbath. Rabbi Shimon said, Min hamapilim haya. He was one of those people who tried to go up to Israel after God had decreed that they would not be allowed to do so. Those are two very different explanations. Let's start with the second one for the moment. Rabbi Shimon, to say that he was amongst the Ma'apilim, we have, the Torah describes in detail that after the spies came and the people all weeping and bewailing, having to go to Israel, that God then decrees, that awful decree, that no one would be able to would enter of this generation. They all perish in the Midbar. And then the next day we're told, on the morrow, that a bunch of people said, Hinenu, V'alinu, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. And that's a way of saying we did a terrible thing. We were totally wrong. We really won Israel. And Moshe warns them, don't do it. Don't try it. God's not with you. You're going to die in the battles that you're going to meet. And that's what they, it's a terrible, terrible danger you're putting yourself in. God won't be with you. The ark won't go with you. I won't go with you. And the Torah describes that they go anyway, and they are killed by the Amalekites and the Canaanites. And so, with this reading, the daughters of Tzlavcha say bechet omet, right? Didn't, as we said, didn't cause anybody else to sin, and he committed this sin, which, if we would categorize levels of sin, okay, I'm going to be careful how I say this. There are no good sins, but this is a sin of yearning for the land of Israel. But God had said, too late, don't do it. And so it's not even clear whether these people sinned or simply met their fate because God wasn't there to protect them. But even if it's called a sin, it's kind of one of those sins that we recognize is comes from a good place. Attempt to rectify and repair, as it were, even though it's a sin. And so they diminish the sin, but they're also, if Rabbi Shimon's right, then they're saying, give us a portion, the land of Israel, for crying out loud. Our father did it. He died trying to give to Eretz Israel. Okay, it was sinful the way he did it. But come on, let him at least have a chance through us to have a chelek, a portion in the land of Israel. Tomorrow we'll conclude with Rabbi Akiva and the response to him. We'll see what we make of that tomorrow. Have a great day.